Hi everyone, here's Teacher Frank for your weekly English lesson online. I hope you are fine and happy. I'm fine and happy to be with you. So for this week, let's take a look on the topic for today. So we continue on Unit 5 where animals live, lesson 4, not lesson 3. Sorry about this. Okay. So we will make a review plus one exercise with your book page 50 first. Adjective, comparative, and superlative. Do you remember the big chart? Okay, so it's time to make a review and it's time to test your knowledge about this. Okay, and after that, with your book page 51, reading and answer. Okay, so we start with the chart. So I spoke about this chart. I'm sure that you don't forget it. Okay. So last week we take a look on A, B, C. Okay. So I will read D and E first, and after that we will make a focus on the comparative and superlative before the little test. Okay. So we start on the column D, careful, more careful, most careful, worried, more worried, most worried, boring, more boring, most boring, useless, more useless, most useless. Column E, dangerous, more dangerous, most dangerous. Expensive, more expensive, most expensive. Beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. Okay, so try to repeat that. So all these adjective, comparative, and superlative. Now let's take a look below with the example. A giraffe is taller than a zebra. So here it's a comparative. Okay, so when you will use a comparative, a giraffe is taller than. Every time you will use than. Okay, so here a giraffe is taller than a zebra, obviously, because the giraffe is the tallest animal on earth. Okay, so don't forget, taller than, okay, shorter than, longer than, smaller than, every time. Okay, you take a look on the comparative and try to make the sentences. Okay, now let's make a focus on the superlative. A cheetah is the fastest land animal. The fastest. Okay, so you can take a look on the column named superlative. Okay, so every time, most of the time, you will use the name and you will add est. Okay, you can take a look on tall est, short est, long est, small est. Sometimes you will have some words that you must pay attention. Okay, like column D and E. Most careful, most worried, most boring, most useless. Okay, so there aren't any rules about this. You must practice often and you will not forget that. Okay, so now it's time to play the game and I will show you the game first. This is the game. Okay, so you can speak in front of your computer and try to find the answers. Or if you want, you can take a piece of paper and a pencil or a pen and try to write. It's a good exercise and a good training too. Okay, so click on pause and try to make that. After that, we will check the answers together. Okay, So let's start first. Rearrange the following sentences. Okay, so you have many boxes and you must find the correct sentence. So here, let's go. Who's the tallest person in your class? Who's the fastest football player? Who's the fastest swimmer? Okay. Number two, exercise number two, write about the families. Use taller, shorter, younger, older, fatter, or thinner. Okay, so here we have a couple, we have the choice. Obviously, you must choose the correct one. Okay, so this is an example. Repeat after me. John is taller than Amy. Amy is older than Kate. Luke is taller than John. Kate is thinner than Luke. Amy is shorter than John. Luke is taller than Amy. Kate is thinner than John. And finally, Amy is younger than Luke. Okay, so I think that if you understood how it works, it's not so difficult, okay? After that, work on your pronunciation. It's very important. We will finish that. Make sentences use the superlative form, okay? So here, I just give you the correct superlative. So for me, this is the main point, okay? You must know perfectly how to use your comparative and superlative, okay? So here, about tall, tallest, short, shortest, thin, thinnest, fat, fattest, and old, oldest. Okay, so you can take an example about John, Amy, Luke, and Kate, and use these superlative form. Next week, I will make a sentence for you about this. So try before me. Okay, when you finish that, we can continue together. So here we have 3 little texts to read first, and after that, we must fill the little box 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so I will start to read, you follow me, okay? I want you to read that 2 times, okay? And take your time when you read. Here we go. A, I live in Africa. I usually eat plants for food. My name means river horse. I am the second largest land animal. I can hear, see, and smell very well. I love water. I am a good swimmer too. B, I am a mammal. I live in the sea. I can stay underwater for 15 minutes. I can sleep with one eye open. I live with my family and travel in a big group. I am very intelligent and friendly. And C, I live in the water. I am not a mammal. I get oxygen from the water. Okay, so with these 3 texts, you must guess and find the answer about the 3 pictures in front of you. Okay, I think you will do it well. Let's take a look at the answer. So 1B, okay, B because the dolphin is a mammal. You remember that. 2A, I live in Africa. I usually eat plants for food. My name means river horse. I am the second largest land animal. It's very big. I can hear, see, and smell very well. I love water. Yes, because hippo stay in the water most of the time. I'm a good swimmer. Yes, they are really good. And the third picture, C, easy one. I live in the water. I'm not a mammal. I get oxygen from the water. Yes, it's a fish. Okay, and for this week, the lesson is over. So first, good job. Thank you to stay focused. Continue to learn well. We will meet at school next week, normally. Take care of you and your family and see you next week. Bye bye.